Hi, this is Sunday Gardner. I want to welcome you to Why Email Marketing is Still Your Secret Weapon. This is our first June lunch and learn for the month of June, and every Wednesday in the month of June we're going to be doing a lunch and learn over a specific topic. And today we're going to be talking about why your business still needs to be using email marketing as your one of your tools in your marketing strategy. So what I'm going to do is just wanted to pop in so you can see my face. I'm going to hide my video and then we are going to get started. So hopefully you all are watching live or you've joined into the web conference and you're watching us there. If you have any questions, as I usually say, you can just go ahead and pop those questions in the Facebook stream, and then I will go ahead and answer those questions at the end of our web conference after I go through some content. So today what we are going to be doing is we are going to be going through some content. I'm going to be talking to you about why email marketing. So hopefully you all are watching live. Talk to you about why you still need to be utilizing email marketing, what it is if you're new to email marketing, and then we're going to actually do a demo of Constant Contact, which is my recommended tool for entrepreneurs who are just starting off with email marketing. All right, well, with that, we're going to get started. And again, if you have any questions and you are joining me through any of the live stream, feel free to just ask the questions and I will be monitoring the chat and you can go ahead and leave your question there. So, you know what most of us think is that, email marketing is not even necessary. We are in a world where we are inundated by digital marketing, such as social media. You've got the world, you've got the web, you've got, your mail still, you've got all sorts of ways that you are receiving content these days. You may feel like that there are so many ways of getting marketing, including social media, mobile apps, digital marketing, and so much more. You may think that email marketing is not a value, but it really is. It still remains the #1 way for businesses and organizations and marketers to keep in touch with their customers, members, and their clients. And it's also an amazing tool for you to nurture relationships with people who are new to your business. We know that everyone is a marketer and not everyone has the same experience with email marketing. And so today, what we're going to go over is we're going to talk about what email marketing is and how it's going to benefit your business. And for those people who are watching today, either through Facebook, if you signed up and you actually registered for the class, I'm going to also send you an email with this offer, but exclusively for those businesses who are watching live, if you purchase and subscribe to Constant Contact, you will get a coupon at the end of this course that will allow you to have 25% off for the first 3 months. That's only for attendees of this course. And not only that, I'm going to give you a free introduction to email marketing course that's going to go deep dive into how you set up a campaign, how you decide on what type of campaign that you need. 4 modules of self-study course, also access to a Facebook group that's going to allow you to ask some additional questions if you sign up today. That's exclusive only for those who are on the training today. But before I get started, what I want to do is just give you a little bit of background of who I am. Some of you are new to me. Some of you are very familiar with who I am. But for those who are new, my name again is Sunday Gardner. I'm also referred to as the Marketing Boss Pro. I am specializing in marketing training and business operation training for entrepreneurs. I have over 12 years of experience as a small business owner, about 3 years training other small business owners to launch their business, increase their sales through marketing, and a variety of other different things. I'm also a travel lover. I own a travel business, and I also do travel training for travel agents. Been a travel business since 2016. But specifically, I have 15 years of experience helping not only small businesses, but also in corporate America, helping businesses launch through a variety of different projects that either help them launch new products, either at a business department or at a business level. So I have quite a bit of experience with launching, have quite a bit of experience with marketing and training. And so today what we're focused on is just a quick, 60 minutes, just trying to introduce you to the concept of email marketing. Many small business owners are a little bit scared of email marketing. So we've decided today to kind of break that fear for you. And in today's class, what we're going to go over is what email marketing is for the small business and what that means to you. We're also going to talk about how you easily can create a mobile responsive email utilizing Constant Contact. And then we're going to talk about what the next steps are for your business. So, I want you to take a moment and I want you to think about what your struggles are in your business. Many small businesses have very similar struggles, either when they first begin or they have been in business for a while and they become a little bit stagnant. And some of the things that you may struggle with may be common across all of small businesses. So if you're on live, why don't you type in some of the things that you are struggling with in your business, and then we're going to go over some of the points that I think many of you may be struggling with if you watch this in replay. Many small businesses struggle with the idea of having enough customers, right? Really understanding how do they get new customers. Maybe their customer pool is dried up, or maybe you've just launched and you don't even have a customer base. Some small businesses find it hard to find new customers. They don't have an email list. Maybe you're not even capturing email. I know many people who have businesses and they're just taking transactions and don't even capture customer information. Another thing is that you may struggle with is that your time is limited. You feel probably overwhelmed by doing whatever your superpower is selling your services and your products, and the thought of adding yet another marketing activity probably just makes you want to run for the hills. Another struggle that you may have is that you may not understand how to increase your web presence or your social media presence, and you feel that to be a little bit overwhelming. You may also find that you think, oh, well, marketing, even email marketing may cost me a whole lot of money and I can't afford it, right? Marketing, the number one reason why small businesses don't market is because of financial reasons. However, email marketing does remain one of the cheapest ways that you can actually market your products and services without making a huge impact to your bottom line. So I want you to think about some of these struggles that I've just talked about and see if you can relate to any of them. But let's talk specifically about how, for your business, how we can address the finding new customers and what is going to be valuable for you when you think about email marketing, and also how you can utilize the features of a Constant Contact to help you combat some of those. So we talked about one of the struggles for small businesses finding new customers, right? Acquiring those new customers, getting customers on your email list. You may not have an email list. You find it difficult, the thought of growing that email list. So here are some of the things that you can consider, particularly when you think about Constant Contact as your solution, is that there is a feature in Constant Contact that we're going to go over, which really goes over list growth tools. And the benefits of having a list growing tool like you do in Constant Contact is that you can be everywhere your customers are. For example, you can capture subscribers or emails on your Facebook page. page, on your website, in email. Also, you can post your URL in a multiple of different locations. So you really want to be where your customers are at, right? So you think, I can't grow an email list because I don't know where they are. You can do it on your phone. You can do it on, you can have a mobile application. You can build a landing page. All of these features are available on Constant Contact. What I want you to do is I want you to think about that 74% of consumers trust peer recommendations. So if you're easily able to be recommended by one of your customers and they can quickly just send a link for you, for them to sign up to your email list, that is going to help grow your email list as well. Over 14% of those who trust advertisements, so we want to push the word of mouth. So, you know, referrals are king, but you want to make those referrals really easy, right? So giving out a business card maybe to have someone lose it may not be the best way, but having a link that's accessible that a customer can just forward over to get on your email list may be a lot easier for someone to remember. So let's talk about these list growth tools that we've mentioned. You've got the ability, like I mentioned, to add a sign up button on your Facebook page. You can add a QWERTY code as an app with your contact information. You can also send it via text with a link to your sign up form. You can also add the form to your website. So many ways for you to be able to leverage getting email addresses. So let's address if you're feeling overwhelmed with time. You don't have enough time to create emails every month. You are wearing multiple hats, as most owners are. You are not only running operations, you're probably performing key services that generate sales. You want to think that your time is better spent with your customers and members or your clients, right? So how do we facilitate that? So one of the best features that Constant Contact has is they have customized templates where you can drag and drop your content very quickly. You don't have to build that content from scratch. You can just simply, if you have an image, you can just drop your image, upload it. The templates already have great content pointers for you. All you have to do is just utilize those templates. You can set your template and forget it. You don't have to worry about the content once you've created, and you can schedule it and forget it. So you can sit down, use a template, create your newsletter, schedule it for, mid-month. Say you would like to do 2 newsletters a month. You could create them, schedule them, and just forget about it and just set that up. The benefit of that, obviously, is that we also have the availability to use mobile responsive pre-designed templates that allow you to drag and drop your content without having to worry about, where should I put this image or where should I put this text? It's already laid out for you. You're able to modify the text really easy. You can brand your templates with your logo and your colors fairly quickly without having to set up that entire format. So one of the things that I mentioned is the advanced scheduling set and forget, which is you could actually create your message or your newsletter or your email. You could send it now, or you could send it later, which you can schedule it as far in advance as you want, not only by date, but you can also do it by time. And the beauty of all of this is that you can do multiple schedule and forget types of items. You can do your welcome letter. You can do a hello with your coupon. You can do specials for birthdays. You can do thank yous. All of that can be scheduled. That series can be scheduled without you having to worry about it. Now, if you're concerned about increasing your web and social media presence. You don't have any fans. Let's just say you've just started your business. Many of the people that I work with and that I have just launched either their travel business or they've launched their business and they don't have any fans and they don't have subscribers. You've got to really supercharge the word of mouth. You want to be able to build your email list through social platforms because that's where your customers are on, right? They're already on Facebook. They're already on Twitter. They're already in LinkedIn. So you want to be able to leverage those social media tools by integrating with a tool like Constant Contact that has your subscription page readily available for people to provide you that information. So one of the things that there is in Constant Contact is there is a feature which allows you to do social media buttons. You also have the ability to, once you create, hey, Sharik, once you have you've created your email, you can go into Constant Contact and you can actually share and set up a schedule to share your email multiple times. So what I tell marketers who are new to marketing is the first thing is that most of the time you think, oh, I'm going to do one piece of content and I'm only going to do it one time. I'm just going to share out. I'm going to create a newsletter and I'm just going to do it one time. Well, the reality is that your content, most people's content, a social media post, an email will last anywhere from 7 seconds to 30 seconds long. So you get a small window to actually make an impact. And so what if you miss that window, right? So you need to be able to send out the message multiple times and in different formats. So this social share option that Constant Contact has allows you not only to create your newsletter once, but you get to be able to share it to your social media accounts on multiple times, multiple days over a period of time so that you can be sure that your content actually gets watched, and that all will get tracked in your statistics. So that's really a powerful tool that they have to allow you to share it on your social platforms. The big benefit to this is what I've already alluded to, but it allows you to have your existing subscribers to continue the conversation with, right? So it's not only that you get an email, right? You've got to nurture that relationship. You have to continue the conversation with them, build the relationship, and email obviously allows you to do that, but you can also do that in the platform that they're accustomed to. So if you social share an email, let's say on Facebook, you did a newsletter and you share that on Facebook, you can have the conversation about that email in Facebook where your customers are, and even though it was an email that initiated it. Let's talk about the next item. I just want to also show you the social share within your email that you can do is that you can have the buttons where a person can like your newsletter or your email content. They can share that directly from the email. They can tweet, and then they can also like your pages and then also join your email. You can do all of these features in the email proper, and then you can point them to get onto social media and then further spread the word. So these are powerful tools within the email platform for you as a marketer. Sorry, just hit the wrong button there. So we talked about the social post and your ability to do social sharing on via a calendar within the tool, which is a great feature, which allows you to not only create your email, have the tools to have people share the email on social media, you also can schedule sharing of that content. Got a little bit tongue-tied there. You can share the content on social media on multiple times on multiple days through the scheduling feature, which I think is really powerful. Again, it allows you to not only create your newsletter, but also share it multiple times to people so that you are not just stuck with that, 7 to 30-second window of which content lifespan lives, right? You can always be refreshing. You don't have to recreate that content, which I think is really powerful. So in terms of budget, as one of your concerns uh, as a marketer, right, is I love this little piggy, but I'm offering you the ability to get Constant Contact for 3 months off 25%. There are 2 levels, which we'll discuss at the end, that Constant Contact has, which you'll be able to get 25%. That represents anywhere from, depending on how many contacts, if you are an existing marketer and you have emails, you will come in at a different rate, and we'll talk about what the different plans are. But from a budget perspective, I'm giving you 25% for 3 months, particularly if you are a new marketer and you are growing your list. This is going to be helpful for you as well. So let's talk about what the impact of email marketing is. So we've talked about some of the challenges that you face as a small business when you're trying to market via email. And we've also talked to you about how Constant Contact can help you do that, right? So specifically how Constant Contact is going to address those challenges. But now what I want to do is I want to talk about how we can take a look at email marketing as a whole. It's great if Constant Contact can solve your business problems, but only if we use it in the way that it's intended. So what we really want to do is make sure that we are talking about some of the real issues that marketers face when they're doing email marketing. Did you know that 91% of the people that are out there are checking their email daily, right? So if you're not in that email, then you're missing an opportunity to be visible to your prospective customers, right? So the other thing is that 88% of people check their email via a smartphone. So it's really important that your emails are mobile friendly. So not to mention, email marketing has a 3 times higher conversion rate as social media. So just by marketing on social media alone, if you don't have an email marketing component, you're also missing on conversion. And so some of you may be like, well, what is conversion? That is your ability to take someone who is introduced to your product or service, you make them an offer, and they actually take you up on the offer, right? So you're able to convert them into a sale or into an opt-in, whatever it is that you are doing. For every dollar that you spend on mail marketing, there is a 44.25 average ROI. That's pretty high. So for every dollar that you spend on email marketing, there is a $44 average rate of return, right? That's pretty profound. So from a dollar's perspective, email marketing, you need to have a strong email marketing presence, right? You need to be utilizing it as a part of your marketing strategy, because even with all of the different types of marketing that exist, right? Facebook advertising, you've got, advertising on all the social media platforms, radio advertising, TV advertising. To be able to get this type of return on investment is high. Now, when you couple email marketing with, let's say, Facebook ads, so you use Facebook ads to get in front of your target audience, and then you follow up with email marketing, you've now put together a really powerful marketing combo strategy in your business. So let's now, what I want to do now is I want to take a look at we're going to take a look right now and take a look at Constant Contact and do a few actions in Constant Contact. So hold on just a second. Let me stop the share and then start. It should have been sharing my desktop. It was not. All right, so let's, we're going to go into constant contact. It says I'm not working, so let's do that. And we're going to show you some key features here in constant contact. So what we want to do is we want to create a new, so I've already logged into constant contact, and we are going to create a new email. We're going to create a new email, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to do that new email in constant contact. So when you create a single email, you've got all of these options here that allow you to, these are templates. So these are already pre-designed templates for you so you can just quickly select a template and then create an email from that. But what I want to do is I want to show you all of these different types of templates here. So you've got all of these different types of templates. And so like, let's say you're looking for something specific, right? Let's say you want to do, you're looking for a newsletter template. So in the keyword search, you can just type, if you select basic, it'll show you all of the basic options here. Nobody likes basic, right? So in the keyword, what we're going to do is I'm going to say we've got the next upcoming holiday is the 4th of July. So let's do Independence Day. Right? And so here, all of the Independence Day newsletters are going to come up. You could have typed 4th of July and that would come up. Each of the templates are mobile responsive. The template will react and respond to the device that it's being read on. And then under the preview option, which is this little eye right here, you can show the difference between moving from, you can see like in this preview option, here you can see what the desktop version is, and then you can also see what the mobile version is, which I think is great. So even before you select the template, you can see what it's going to look like on mobile. And so it automatically resizes the images for you and everything. And then it goes, you can click next and it'll go to each of the templates so that you can see the ones that you've selected. And then you just click back and then you go there. So let's just do, I kind of like this one with the, here. So I've clicked on it. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna rename it, and I'm gonna rename this demonstration. You can name it whatever you want. That's pretty simple. And then what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down, and I'm going to talk to you about what these build actions are here. So let's say I wanted to add an image. I'm going to add an image right here. And then all you have to do to edit the image is just click on edit. And then you can upload a new image. Let's say I'm going to upload this image. We're just making this up, but you can add any images that you want. That was pretty easy. I already had some images on uploaded, but to replace the image, you can upload from your file, and then you can either drag and drop the image here, or you can just browse your computer and add the image. It's pretty simple. We're going to cancel that since we've already added. You can add a text box. You can add a button. I love buttons because it really makes people, they know exactly what the call to action is. You can add a dividing line, spacers, and then if you hit the plus, you can also add your social media shares, which are already down here. You can add a video. You can add so much more blocks. It's just easy drag and drop so that you can do that. Editing the text, all you do is just click on the text box, and then you can highlight it. You know, here, you know, welcome to my welcome. What I also like is that you can add like special, like your email list. You can insert a greeting tag or contact details. That greeting tag will allow you to add their first name, or if you don't have their first name, it'll just say greetings. We can delete that welcome, and then you can just write your text really, because, you know, 4th of July special. What I also like is they have this feature, which is a coupon feature. It's like a picture of a coupon, which is right here. And then you can just drag and drop that coupon, and then you can just edit that. So like if you're doing a percentage off for the holiday, or you've got, you know, buy one, get one free, or you've got, you know, let's say you're a coach and you want to do a free consultation in the month of July, you can make this say whatever you want, but it sort of looks like a coupon, right? And then you can just make your call to action, click on the button here, and then add your link to your, let's say it's your, it's to schedule an appointment or to buy a particular thing. You can include your URL link there. When you do, you can actually do a web page, you can have a download to a document, or a direct email to you. Either one of those 3 options are available to you. And so I like the coupon block. What I also like too is, like, say you've picked a template and there's content in it that you don't have and you want, you can always, like I just added this coupon block, you can also add image, you know, an image with a text bar on it, you know, and have your feature image. It's already pre-formatted for you, which I love. And then you can add that there as well, right? So you can add as many blocks as you want, and it's also going to still remain mobile friendly, meaning, you know, you can see what it's going to look like here. So you can preview. Here you can send the sample. So once you've done the email, you can send it to yourself so you can see what it looks like. You can send it up to 5 email addresses, and then you can send a note. So if you have an admin who is doing this for you, they can send it to you so that you can see it before you approve, or vice versa if there's someone. Then you can also see what the mobile version of it looks like. And you see in the desktop version, I just want to show you this difference. In the desktop version, you see how this was two columns right here, but when you go to mobile, it immediately makes it mobile friendly, where it's just the 1 column, and it doesn't make the size any different, and your coupons goes down and everything's already done. You just hit send now, it'll send a copy to your person, whoever you send the email to, and that's it. And then once you're done, so again, very simple. It's already got this background on here. You can change the colors if you want by just simply going into the space that you want and say you don't want that to be red, say you want that to be blue. You can change that without any problem. Actually, you need to highlight it, and then you can change it to be blue. And now you've got it done, right? So very easy to use, very user-friendly. So you really can spend your time focused on content, not format, and just make sure that you've got the content that you want. I think Constant Contact is a great beginner tool. If you are new to email marketing and you just want to get content out, this is a great tool for you to utilize. All right, so let's click continue. And this is where you're going to actually do your scheduling, where you can schedule it now. You actually select the email list that this is going to go to, and your email list is already set up. You know, that's going to be, actually, we go over that in the introduction to email marketing. We'll go over exactly how you do your email list, what's the best way to do what an email list is. But you can send that now, you can send it for later, and then you can schedule it. You can also get results of how the email campaign is doing, which is also great. You can also do A/B testing. If you're new to marketing, you won't use that feature initially, but this is if you want to send out the same campaign, but you want to change up something, you want to see which one does perform better. That's what A/B testing is. And then you can also, which I really like this new feature, which is you can resend this same email to people who haven't opened it. So again, I tell you that content only has a certain shelf life, right? So let's say you send the email and you don't get a lot of opens the first time around, you can resend it and maybe change the email title, right? To everyone who didn't open, and those statistics are going to still live. I always wait to do this. So let's say I send an email, I have a subject line, and maybe only 5% of the people opened it. That probably is telling me that the email title wasn't catchy enough to get their attention. So I will resend the same email, same content. I'll send it a few days later with a different email subject line. And that will usually get them to open up the email. So I like the fact that you can automatically do that here with this feature. And then all of this is, what's your reply? You can set up multiple email addresses if you want. And then you just hit schedule. We're going to schedule that for later. I didn't hit the right, just pick a list. You have to pick a list, and now it's scheduled. And when you go back to your campaigns, you'll see that this is scheduled, and then you can always edit it before the time it goes out. You can unschedule it, or you can preview again and send it out to the samples of people that you want to do. So we went over, adding the button, adding the headline, the social share buttons. Let's go over that. Let's unschedule this and let's go over the social share buttons, because they were already on. Once you unschedule, you can edit it. And we're going to go over, we're going to actually edit the content. Hold on just a second. I got myself a little lost here. We want to edit this content. So I wonder if I sent this out. I hope I didn't send it out. I hope I did scheduled it later. Yeah, that's still in draft. Got myself a little scared here. I think I may have sent out a live demo email. So there we go. We edit it now. Sorry about that. All right. So what I neglected to go over were the social share buttons, which are right here. So you can add these, and then all you do to edit them, and then you just put the link to your social media pages here. So this can go to your, let's say you wanted to go to your specific group page maybe, or your business page. You can have it go to that, your Twitter handle, and your Instagram network as well. And then this option to share on your readers' pages, which will allow them that share feature. I always like to have this at the top. So I always move this to the top of the page. And so in that email, introduction to email, I do go over some sort of best practices when creating an email, so that like this is better visible here. You can also duplicate it and have it be at both places. And right, so to duplicate it, you just copy that layout, and you could have it in both on the top and the bottom if you like, without it causing any problems at all. You can have it down there as well. So I like the fact that you can duplicate. I love the button feature, which we talked about here, which is you can add a button, which is a call to action, and then you can have a link to it. And then we also talked about, let's just say you don't like the background white, or like this gray background. You want to change this gray background to something else. Let's say you want it to be red. Right, just to be, that's really not a pure red, but you could, like if you wanted to change that color, You could also select more colors, and then as long as you're using the hex code, you can change it to whatever hex code you want. So let's say you've got specific colors in your business that you want to use for the 4th of July, you can change those colors. I also like the fact that you can change the color of this design back here. And you go to design. So this is the image, right? So that's the pattern, but you can change the background color and you can make that match your own brand color. So let's say, you know, your brand color is that yellow, and even though this is still the 4th of July, you can have those colors be the colors of your business. So I really do like the fact that you can change even the patterns of the templates. You can also change the font of the body of the template, any of your links, any of this stuff is customizable. So that's the beauty. So you can make sure that your email looks and feels like content coming from your site, from your business based on your brand color. So that's really powerful, I think, in terms of the tools there. So what we really want to do, okay, so that's pretty much it for this. I'm going to close out of this because we're going to go back to campaigns. We're going to leave that because that was just sort of a demo here. And some of the other things that I just want to show you is that you, depending on the level that you get into, which I really do recommend Email Plus, because you not only get to do emails, but you also get to do email series. You also get to do coupons and surveys. And so the coupon functionality, which we don't have time to really go into all of the features, but I do want to mention this coupon, particularly if you are a e-commerce business or a business that deals in physical products and you do often run sales and do have coupons, that you can generate a coupon using this feature. It'll do a coupon code. You can send that out to your email distribution, and then when people are online redeeming that code, you can keep track of how the redemptions are being done. So I really like that. And then surveys, which is also a powerful tool. I recommend you should at least be doing a survey once a quarter in your business to get a feel for, you know, how your business is doing with your customers, and being able to track that. You don't have to get another tool like SurveyMonkey or that kind of thing. That tool is available in Email Plus. So let's go back to the presentation. And we've gone over quite a bit today. We've gone over, we've talked about what your, why you need to have email marketing. And we've also talked about how Constant Contact can be your all-in-one source for you to be able to create fast and affordable email and online marketing. And hopefully you've been able to see for yourself that through our live demonstration that you can, you know, do some very amazing tasks, not only just basic emails, but you can create coupon surveys. You can also create newsletters. You can create a variety of different types of emails through the usage of this tool. So let me just make sure that you guys are seeing my screen before I go too far. So I have unfortunately done that in the past, gone too far, and then you guys are stuck and you can't see my screen. So what I want to do is I want to talk about next steps. And so I just want to make sure that we are sharing desktop. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's talk about next steps. So really the next steps for your business is that, you know, really what I want you guys to take away from today's Lunch and Learn is I want you to take away that you need to just not understand that how email marketing works, but you need to understand how it can impact your business. But you need to also have some actions, right? So what are you going to do with all this information that you've got, right? You are watching this because you do not currently have an email marketing strategy, or maybe you started and you don't really actively use it. But I'm here to say your conversions can increase. I can tell you timeless times I've had people tell me, even with my own email marketing, like, I'm so glad, Sunday, that you sent me that email because I forgot to fill in the blank, right? Or, I am glad that you reminded me that, this sale is almost over because I forgot about it, right? So I was able to reap the benefit by just simply having an email series that did a reminder to let people know that a sale was ending or my early bird special was ending, right? So you too, if you're not using email marketing, you're missing that opportunity in your business, right? You also want to remember that email is still the most number one way that your customers, particularly your existing customers, are going to expect to hear from you, right? So if you make a sale, you get someone to buy or opt in, and they don't hear from you, they're going to forget about you, right? So you've got to utilize a tool, and email marketing is that tool to help stay in the forefront of your customer's mind. Much cheaper than advertising. But I will tell you, when you marry email marketing with advertising, you make a very powerful tool for your business. So one of the next steps that I would like you to do now is I'd like you to think about what action you need to take. And some of those actions that you need to take is if you don't have a tool now and you are just maybe keeping track of emails in a spreadsheet, right? Or you say, oh, I'm using Google and I'm keeping emails in my Google account, right? The difference between having a tool like Constant Contact versus doing it in Gmail are a couple of things. One of the biggest things is that you cannot you cannot necessarily understand how you're going to do in spam when you send out a mass email via Google. You are also limited on most email providers like Google, Outlook, on the number of emails that you can send out. You are not limited by that when you're utilizing an email marketing tool. Those tools are not geared for email marketing. They're geared for general email, one-off email, individual emails. They're not geared or designed to handle aggregate email. You need also to have the ability to have people to opt in and opt out of your email list. Unless you have all of that in your footer and you know exactly what the laws are, the anti-spam laws are, you may not have the right language in your footer or in order to allow people to subscribe. Email marketing tool handles all that for you. You don't have to worry about that. So the big thing that I just wanted to make sure, sorry, got a little bit of an interruption there. The big thing that I just wanted to make sure is that you take action today, right? And the action that I want you to take is take advantage of my email marketing coupon. That coupon, let me, that coupon, as we're going, I'm going to let you know, I'm going to put that in my response to you, but that coupon is SAVE25, and that is going to allow you to save 25% on your first 3 months. Get a tool. If you get Constant Contact, like I said, if you get this today, what I will also include in you signing up for Constant Contact is I'm going to include access to our email introduction to email course, which is not only going to go over how to set up an email, but it's going to really talk to you from a strategy perspective, the types of emails that you should be sending out of your business, how to do a welcome series for people who opt in initially into your business, and how to use Constant Contact to do that. That course is normally $57, and that course will come to you free. Not only that, you will get support from me in the form of group support inside of the marketing playground, where you will be able to ask questions or get any of your email marketing questions answered, so that we can support you getting an email strategy for your business. So with that, we try and keep our lunch and learns an hour long. We are right at the top of the hour. Let me just check to see if there are any questions. I'm going to stop the recording, and then I'm going to